Hey, Daniel here. I just want to say thank you to all of you who have registered. We have maxed out our registration, our lodging. As a matter of fact, if anybody else wants to come, they just have to find their own place to stay. So we've had a huge response, so I just want to say thank you. A couple of things to prepare you for Yexus Communitas Summit, and I want you to have high expectations coming in, but I also want you to know that you're walking into something that is crafted to create a very specific environment so that you can take away from it best ideas, best practices, and best application for doing ministry as a Hmong person, as a Hmong leader, and also among Hmong churches and Hmong ministries. And so I want to let you know that you're not walking into a conference. That's why we specifically called it a summit, and that's why we specifically are crafting it to be it was over 80 people now, much larger than we had anticipated. But those who are high capacity leaders, who are leading ministries or in leadership, we're crafting it so that there's a lot of conversation and a lot of processing of ideas and content and experiences. So it's not just going to sit down and you're going to listen to people and then get inspired, although I think you're going to get really inspired. So a lot of the summit is going to be geared towards taking the content and then processing that in a group so that you have the best ideas and the best resources walking away to really get the work of Jesus done in your churches and in your ministries. And then also to just hear from God and really celebrate who God's made us to be as Hmong people, Hmong leaders, regardless of the specific ministry environment that we're in. I also want to encourage you, ladies, you may have heard, but we are designing a pre-summit gathering specifically for women because we really believe in women in leadership, and we want to get better at that, and we want to be providing voices, places for women to really speak and to really grow in their leadership. And so Alice Lor, who's amazing, is going to be facilitating that time with Kathy, and they're both some of our main speakers at our gathering. And they want to create that time for you ladies to come and to enjoy time together and to learn from one another. And so I want to encourage you to come early, Thursday. That's going to go from 3 to about 6 o'clock, right before our main session, which begins at 7. So if you're coming from Minnesota or North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever you're coming from, give yourself enough travel time so you can get here by 3 and then spend time with some of the other amazing women leaders that will gather together to inspire and to talk about their ministries. So I really can't wait to meet all of you. I just want to ask you one last thing, is to pray for our time. Just we can't pray enough to prepare our hearts. And so we just really believe that God's going to speak to us as a group, and everything that He has to say, I think, is going to impact, not just our generation, but the next. And I'm so honored we get to do this with you. I'm so honored that we get to learn from you as we're doing our very best to bring you some really incredible content. And so God bless you guys. Can't wait to see you at the end of this month.